Okay, tonight it's turkey. But the turkey I caught up yesterday, this is a full turkey. Breast, legs, thighs. Well, not so much the drumsticks. Drumsticks I got froze up for supper later on. This here turkey that I marinated in a little bit of barbecue sauce, some chanterelle dust, some onion powder, a little bit of garlic powder, a little bit of the Italian seasoning. Now, this here, if people's been following, you remember the chicken batter, the breading for the chicken wings. This is in this too, along with some of the cornflake and Czech cereal mixed, and a little bit of the actual rice flour. And everybody already knows the brand that I'm using. I cut it open at the bottom, the bottom of the bag. So alright, it's this rice flour here, which comes from Loblaws, which here, anybody in Newfoundland, is Dominion. But the only Dominion here at Carrots and St. John's is the one on Black Marsh Road. You'll find it in the Oriental Hall. Now, regular rice flour, that same stuff there, with some seasoning, some garlic powder, onion powder, and the onion powder is fresh out of the yard, which is onion tips and also chives. But it's the same thing, it's a breading procedure. But this here is a little bit wet, but I never put that much liquid into it. As you can see on the bottom, there's not that much liquid. So it's mostly dry rub. So, same thing. That's a bit of turkey breast. More breast. A bit of thigh meat. Now, try to cut it as in strips. There's a turkey I picked up at Dominion, a 5 kg one. And this is the whole turkey, deboned. So we're going to make sure that it's coated in flour first, egg wash, and then this batter. This batter works. I've done turkey fingers before with the same thing, and the celiac guy down to work brought some down to him. He said it was the best thing that he'd ever tasted. Now, like I said, this recipe works, but where they're marinated, it's going to come out even better. Now, I've had one complaint saying that some of my videos are a bit lengthy. So that's why I didn't go through the whole video on trying to cut up the turkey, debone it, and making up the breading. You'll find a lot of videos that I've got, I'm reusing basically the same thing. Like this here now, this here will be used for chicken. So if I'm doing chicken wings, chicken burgers, chicken nuggets, if I'm doing anything like that that's either using poultry, I'll be using this here, because this one here will be in the freezer marked. I've had one in there marked for fish, but if anybody's seen the video I put up last night with cod nuggets, then that flour now is gone. I used all of that up. Usually I put this here in a bag so I can make sure I get a cleaner coat, but I'm just going to put it back in here now, just for the sake of, so you can actually see what I'm doing with it. Make sure you press it into it. Hot deep fryer. This comes out pretty good. I know it seems like we're eating a lot of deep fried foods, but no, we usually don't. But this here's a few videos that I've been wanting to put up, so it's been deep fried. As I said, we don't usually eat a lot of deep fried food for us. Maybe once a week, or once every, or yeah, maybe once a week. That's mostly French fries, or if I'm in the mood to actually make cod nuggets. But I've had a few people ask me to put this recipe up. Now, because the strips are fairly thin, they should cook right through as soon as they brown up, because the oil is pretty clear into it. And my videographer tonight is my daughter, Denise. I just hope that people are liking what I'm putting up, if it's useful for you. Like I said, I'm hoping you will be able to get most of the products that I'm using here That's why I'm trying to not get them as commercial products. Like I'm actually saying in the introduction there, I am a commercial cook. I'm a cook now for about 27 years. That's how I kind of experimenting with gluten-free food. My son is gluten-free. He's also autistic, and he dearly loves chicken nuggets, chicken burgers, codfish, moose, yes. But a lot of people do the same thing with moose. Yeah, they do a moose roast, they do a scatter moose steak, they do moose sausages, and that's about all they do. That's about all they do with it. That's why I've been trying to come up with different stuff to actually post onto it, like the marinated moose video that I got a fair amount of views onto. A fair amount of people liked it, and I got a buddy of mine that's addicted to it. He loves it. With this, only do what you can handle. Like I said before, you don't want the stuff to come off, but you also want a clear coat onto it. Oh, and I forgot to add, I got savory mixed in with. I'm not trying to promote no products. I don't get nothing from them. This is the stuff that I use around the house. And that's the savory, because the one guy commented on savory. If you're in Toronto, you should be able to get it at any Newfoundland store. This stuff here is locally grown. It comes from St. John's itself. Mount Seco is what it's called, but it's always Mount Sire Road for us, which is up behind Avalon Mall, if anybody's used to here. Now, I'm going to do the same thing I done last night. I'm going to second cook these if needed. Now, this here might still look a bit pink because it's marinated in barbecue sauce and other stuff that is going to turn the color of the meat. I'm getting something to brown up on me now. That's the first piece I put in. You see how golden brown that is? See the difference? This stuff with the cornflake crumbs will actually brown up pretty good and pretty fast, so you've got to be watching it. Just trying to pick out now the ones I put a little bit too much into it, but as I said, it's a pretty good chicken or turkey finger, sorry, but it's pretty good sizes. That's just the way that I cut it in long lengths, because I'm just that used to doing this. This is about 15th time or 16th time that I'm actually doing this. It takes a while when you're dealing with the rice flour, because a lot of stuff on flavors transferring and everything else. It depends on what kind of flavor you're looking for. If you're looking for hot and spicy, you can put some cayenne, a little bit of chili flakes, or you can actually just marinate it with some hot sauce. But you don't want to put too much, because it also, when you're going through the breading procedure, sometimes you got an actual tendency on coming off with it. But if you marinate it, I marinated that in a plastic bag in the fridge overnight, because as I said, I done this yesterday after I put up the chicken nuggets. I cut up the turkey because I already had them out, and I don't like to waste food. So they're almost ready there now, so I'm going to put some more in the flour. As I said, you can see most of these here are on, I cut the breast and a bias, so they're only about a half inch thick max. The trick with this is make sure you coat it. If you want them thicker, you can always double bread them. But no, I don't like them too thick, because then you're not getting the full flavor of the actual turkey meat. And yes, this is actual turkey. Smells good. Thanks, Denise.
You're welcome.
As you see, look, this flour will actually coat. There you go. It actually coats your turkey, which keeps your flavour in. Then it goes in the egg wash, and it goes back into your final batter. Now we're just going to move this here over here for a second. I said, with the turkey especially, try not to cut them too thick. You cut them too thick, you get a chance on it actually being rubbery on you. And you don't really want that because it kind of ruins the effect onto it. You got it chewy. So you can actually cut them a little bit thinner than what I got them there. But if you're looking for portion wise, once you cut them, you can actually pound them out, some of the breast meat or some of the thigh meat if you find it is tough. But it depends, same thing again, the product that you're using. If you're used to that brand of turkey that usually comes out that is not too tough, then you can cut them a little bit thicker. Now these here won't come out chewy at all. This here will come out now perfectly. Because like I said, most of the videos that I put up, I experiment a fair amount before I actually tell anybody else how to do it. Same thing like that fish and chip recipe that I put up. I experimented with that a long time. But I finally got it to the point that it comes out. And judging by the 5,000 people that's after looking at it, I think it comes out pretty good. Let me get this batch there now done. And we'll see what them turkey fingers are like. But at least this way you actually know it's actual turkey meat. You're doing it yourself. And you can do these in a fair amount. Same thing, do them, freeze them up. Then the same thing, you can take them out, put them right in the oven on lower heat. Because like I said, you've got to be careful. Because some of this here got the cornflake crumbs net into it, and that stuff will burn up pretty quick. There they are, they're browning up. Now, the egg wash that comes out of this here is garbage. Once you're done with it, because you got turkey. And I don't recommend to save it. Unless you got chicken you're doing tonight, the next, or in a couple of hours. But the next night, leave it in the fridge, no. Because then you got the turkey blood mixing in with it. And me, personally, I don't recommend it. I know people have done it, but me, egg wash, finished. Once I'm done, it goes right down the sink. It's done. I don't want to take no chance on poisoning anybody. Even though poultry and poultry, yes, but salmonella is still salmonella. Nice and brown. I got another recipe that I'm after coming up with. I've done it 4 times so far, and I've got a lot of... See, I experiment. I got friends that know the bread is gluten free. That's the name of my son. But I'll actually use them as guinea pigs, and they're not gluten free. Just to get them to try and see what it's like. If they like it, they tell me, and honestly, I want an honest opinion. Because if it don't work, then I gotta find another way to make it work. And that's to the point I'm a perfectionist. I don't want to tell anybody that, okay, this here is good. It's phenomenal. You don't have smell-o-vision. You can't figure out on what this actually smells like. You can only see what it looks like. That's why I try to turn around and say, okay, if you like it, tell me. Because that's something I need to know. I need the feedback. But the thing is, you got your basic down. You know exactly now what I'm doing with it, what's into me batter. And you can actually tell that it is actually real because you see me doing it. Oh, sneaking them, are you?
It's really sweet.
Yes, it is. Okay, come over here, Niecy.
Oh, good.
Yeah, there's the one with the turkey fingers, just to show you. See? They're cooked totally through. The batter starting to fall off a little bit. That could be because all the juice net into it, but for the most part, it's sticking to it. And see the moisture? You can see all the water coming out of it there now. Right on top of my fingers. See the shine? So, they're really moist and really nice. So, that's my video for the night. I'm not going through cooking French fries because everybody knows how to cook French fries. If that's what we're going to have tonight, which I haven't decided yet. Just trying to get all the turkey fingers and everything else done. If you want any more information, comment below. Let me know. I just hope you enjoyed it. For our Buck's Place, signing off. Thanks for watching.